said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. It's a draw. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. looking to throw. It's Holstein. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Inside the 30.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Davis. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Texas A&M going up tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the try is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with a single back. Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. This quarterback part of their running game. Got a first down. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner Schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those field also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Power football with the run. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The offense in its own end, still leaving a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Aggies will have it 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the ground with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. Complete on 3rd down. Brought down right at the 10, and this defense keeps him away from the 1st down line. But will they go for it on 4th down? No signs of any kind of kickers that lead the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat. So I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get it. Like, easy decision, right? 1st down.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggie.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it.
Let's go. Right. White 53. White 53.
He's looking to throw. He'll step out of bounds at the 13, and that gives him a little bit more room.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Red 18. Check. White 80. Brooklyn.
Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Get set.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gonna look downfield again. Close to the marker, it's Jones. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it down, finding open areas. Powers through the defender. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
So that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Hawkins. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there, let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
The Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Banner! Banner! Banner!
Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Grab in the backfield. It's Washington. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they decide to trot out the kicker. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for more running room and none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. To the air. It's Holstein. Got a man. It's Norman. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. It's incomplete. They tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it off to start the 2nd half. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard. They haven't had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires one high and deep. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Sooner.
And you're seeing the aggressiveness by the offensive coordinator on the first play of the second half. They take a shot and score a touchdown. You know they talked about this all halftime. They were just waiting for this opportunity. They knew coming out they were going to get the look they got defensively and take advantage of it, and it comes up big with a touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. They're trailing by 11 to Duke. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Norman. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Got it behind the line. It's Norman. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Gives it on the option. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to call back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Second down coming up. They'll try to pop the draw. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Finds his big tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Holstein. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives him momentum. Wants to go up top on first down. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown Aggies! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Lining up to add another.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch, but to finish it with a touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch. And I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Fights off a defender, and he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
He was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. It's first down, and they're down to the 42.
Yeah, and he's done a great job all game long, making the right decisions, but knowing when to pull it and continue to keep drives alive. He's continuing to make the right decision time and time again.
Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback that you're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Here we go, here we go.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Fires left. Quick step and go. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
Red 54.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, after him. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. He's got him this time. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll take it himself.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He got it. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Liberty. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Looking for space, it's Jackson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I'm just getting the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically downfield.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Davis. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The short hands, it's Davis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to Davis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They had left for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. It did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The offense has a chance. Down 1 possession in the fourth. The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now on second down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, no mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive. Pulls it in. It's carry on. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. They go to the wide receiver screen. Past the 40. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
On the option. Quick toss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, man. That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
After that incompletion, you really got to think about this if you're the offensive coordinator. Now, you're already in field goal position. You're already in a spot where you can kick a field goal and just win this game. So with the play calling, you want to think about running the ball, bleeding the clock, using timeouts. If you are going to throw it, they've got to be high percentage throws. You cannot take sacks, and you absolutely cannot turn the ball over.
Finds his man. It's Jones. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. They just put a field goal on the board, and now they'll line up for the onside kick. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. That was a clutch
defender that time, breaking on the ball. It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Got a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The holder will mark his spot at the 34. A 44-yard attempt, almost certainly for the game. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. The holder will mark his spot at the 34. A 44-yard attempt, almost certainly for the game. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. That last field goal put them on top. They're feeling good, but they can't relax yet. Have to cover this kickoff well. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He'll try to take it back. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.